Jason, Chris, whomever wants to answer, would you say, is there something that sticks out in your mind from last night's game? If I was to say, what was the turning point? Was there a turning point to you?
When they went small?
Okay.
No, I didn't have a specific. I mean, if I'm thinking about it, when they got crazy hot and made 15 shots in a row, that's pretty significant. That's really rare.
But didn't something happen before that?
The multiple technicals, you mean?
See, for me, I thought the turning point of the game last night, when I look back at the flow, and it didn't happen right away, but what stands out to me, I think stands out to a lot of people, was Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green and De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk all getting into it, all talking, all going at it, the multiple technicals. That was when the Kings got tested. That's when Houston was trying to do their thing where they got physical and they punked them. And what I saw yesterday was what we've seen a lot of times, and I'll let De'Aaron Fox speak about it himself post-game.
Like you said, people don't usually do it to me for good reason.
He's talking about getting in his face and talking to him. That's not the edited version. He says a bad word in it. I had asked Chris to edit it, but apparently he uploaded the wrong one. That's fine. So how many times have we seen over the course of his career? Every Kings fan knows where I'm going here. It'll be a hard foul. Something happens, and it's always give him the ball. You just pissed off De'Aaron Fox. If you piss De'Aaron Fox off, you're in trouble. Like, that's just like a known thing by our broadcast crew, by our fans. So what I'm about to say comes out of nothing but love and respect for De'Aaron Fox. I truly am a fan of his, and here he was now edited after the game talking about that very thing that happened.
Like I said, people don't usually do it to me for good reason. So I wasn't spoken to after that, though. So, like I said, people don't talk to me all the time. So, not much to say after that. Now you say something to me, come along for the ride.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think I want to say it was Malik Monk had some comments, Jason, after that as well, where he alluded to De'Aaron Fox and how you probably shouldn't say stuff to him like that, and that it locks him in. And one of the things that I have heard from the De'Aaron Fox detractors, including some on our chat, is that De'Aaron doesn't care. He just doesn't care enough. And I take umbrage with that, and I think anybody, I don't fault people for I can see in some ways, in a weird way, why some would think that, and they don't have the advantage of having covered this guy and having spoken to him on and off they don't have that advantage. It's just a fact. They don't. So I can't get that upset with them, because we do. We have talked and we have spent time with it. We understand, but also they know that he brought Luke Laux with him on his honeymoon. They know that he's in the gym constantly in the off season. And I'm going to take you back to 2017. Let me bring up it's 2017. As number 2 Kentucky lost to number 1 North Carolina in a game in which De'Aaron Fox had 13 points, 4 boards. Malik Monk had 12 points. Bam Adebayo had 13 and 7. That was a stacked Kentucky team. And afterwards, many of you have seen it or heard this clip. De'Aaron Fox is sitting against a wall with next to Bam Adebayo, whose arm is around De'Aaron. And this was De'Aaron Fox, the guy that doesn't care.
It was tough. We had a hell of a season. We went through that stretch and we lost those games, and everybody talked about, how we looked like we didn't care. And, this is in the locker room. It looked like the guys don't care. I love my brothers, man.
shortly after he was drafted by the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox cares, because if he didn't care, he could still glide his way to a couple of max contracts and be just fine.
Right.
He cares. He cares about the city. He cares about being here. I hear the talk. I hear we all hear the rumors. And who knows? Maybe they're true. Maybe if this team sucks this year, maybe he's gone. Maybe he gets traded. Maybe he's signed. Who knows? But I do know this. I know that he is sneaking up on being the longest tenured King. He is sneaking up and has gotten some records and will continue to. And he rides or dies for the city. I say that as a preamble to what I'm about to say, because I want, in this day and age of hot takes and clipped up clips, this is not me trying to be hot take radio guy. I want to know why it takes somebody getting in De'Aaron Fox's face to put him in that mode. Because, and I know these are unfair comparisons, but you know who didn't need that? Michael Jordan. You know who didn't need that? Kobe Bryant. And many, many others. Larry Bird didn't need that. I think inside De'Aaron Fox is an MVP caliber player. I think inside De'Aaron Fox is he's going to be a Hall of Famer, but I think is an absolute one of the greatest at his position of all time types. He is a top 5, I think, right now, two-way player. And I might be having some purple glasses on, but he ain't that far. And when I hear his college teammate, one of his best friends, talking about how that locked him in, when I hear him saying, yeah, that's why people don't do that, I find myself saying, from a place of love, dude, where is that 82 games a year? And if the response is, I just can't draw that, I just can't, that is not something I can draw on, my response would be, you know what, that's fair. If you're not capable of that, or if you're saying, and I want to get personal here, but if you're saying, hey, I'm married, I have kids, I don't want to be that person, and you can't be that person all the time and then go home and shake it off. I want to be a husband, I want to be a father, and I want to be I'm not going to, like those guys in the past, I'm not going to be that assassin type dude that is that way all the time. It's not what I want. I've got work, and by the way, and I respect that. I respect it. That's not soft. That's not loser mentality. That's being a man or a husband. I get it. But if there's a way, the reason why everything happened last night, everything, the trunk of the tree is De'Aaron Fox being pissed off. Is De'Aaron Fox locking in? Is De'Aaron Fox making his first few shots after that skirmish? Is De'Aaron Fox picking Fred VanVleet dry and starting the fast break? And his teammates feed off of it. Everybody feeds off of Fox when he's pissed off, whether they're at home or on the road. But, oh, by the way, the home crowd. I went back and I watched that segment 3 times last night, Jason. But to watch the crowd, to watch his teammates, they're all into it. So what pissed me off last night, I don't even know if that's the right word, but what last night taught me or reaffirmed to me is there's a scene in Robin Williams' Hook where he plays Peter Pan and he's trying to find himself. And at one point, in a flash of whatever, he pulls off a Peter Pan move, and one of the kids grabs him by the sides of his face and says, "There you are, Peter." I feel like that's the De'Aaron Fox I want. That De'Aaron Fox can win championships. That De'Aaron Fox can elevate this team to levels that haven't been seen. And if he's not capable of doing that as a human, I respect that. But if he is, if there's something he needs to draw on, if one of his teammates pregame needs to go up to him and pour ice cubes down his shorts, whatever it takes to get him in that mode, that is the best version of De'Aaron Fox. And the best version of De'Aaron Fox gives you the best version of this Kings team. He is the alpha and he is the omega. It's not Sabonis. It's not DeRozan. It's not Keegan. It's De'Aaron Fox. And that goes beyond coaching, goes beyond Monty McNair. It goes beyond the franchise. He's the guy that can elevate this team. There is more inside of him, and he is already an all-star. So I see that last night, and I go, I want that guy. I want that guy for 82. Hell, I want that guy for 70 games a year. Give me 70 of that, and we're fine. And that's my rant for the day. I think there's more there, Jason.
Yeah, I know I got a lot to comment on that.
When we come back, Jason Ross takes the mic, and we'll continue to talk more about De'Aaron, the Kings themselves. Also, Jiffy Lube driving the game.